Do you ever have one of those months where you feel like you have accomplished absolutely nothing? Then you look back and you're like, I did this, and that. And you're like, oh, okay, I wasn't hustling. And it's funny how I'm wearing this shirt. It's so appropriate. So let's get into it. Hi, my name is Coach Kat, and I'm so glad that you're here because so many things have happened, even when I thought nothing happened. So I actually have a list here so I can stay on track and hopefully inspire you to not hustle, especially if you are an overachiever, if you love lists, like I just had one, right? And especially if you like to be productive, like I am a productive person, and more than likely that is a result of trauma, where I felt like if I was just being, um, I had no value, or I could get in trouble, or I needed to prove myself, or I only got validation when I accomplished and did great things, which actually happened. So for me, October was kind of like a month where I thought I was going to do a lot. I thought, oh my God, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And I did a lot, but not a lot of the things I thought I was going to do. I was going to launch these things, I was going to do all this. And instead, I felt like I didn't feel bad, but I felt like I had like something was on top of me, like maybe like, oh yeah, like a hand in front of me, like, okay, we're not moving, we're not doing that. Instead, I got to experience a lot of things. I got to have a lot of fun, and I did a lot of growing, like a lot of growing. October was, woo, it was a month and a half for me. That's what it felt like. And I'm glad that it didn't go as planned because I was able to go through so much. Oh my God, so many things. So let's start with that. That's what are you talking about it. Don't force it. Get your butt down. That was a tough one for me. And it's funny because I tried it quite a few times to like have a couple of like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then I wouldn't have the energy, or I just felt like I just couldn't do it. So I didn't. And eventually, but it kind of early in the month, I realized, okay, we're not gonna do the things you thought you say you were gonna do. Let's just go with the flow. Let's have fun. And that was the best thing that I could ever do. So something that I say often, which is, I trust the timing of my life. I say that all the time. And I think it keeps happening until my body and my head believes that whatever happens, whatever needs to happen, will happen. And I don't have to force it. I don't have to like, oh my God, I will myself and push it when I don't feel it. It's not a good feeling anyway, but I see that it's a pattern that I'm still working on breaking. So it's good to see that it's still there and that I'm working on it, and it's going to be okay. Um, the other one that is really, really important that I realized this month that I started me doing a lot in implementing and growing so many growth lessons is rest while you can, because work is coming. Work is coming. Oh my God. So I was like, oh my God, I want to do this, I want to do that in October, not realizing all the lessons and all the things that were going to come. And then I got hit with inspiration Friday, Saturday. Saturday, I had this many aha moments actually happened earlier in the week, but Saturdays when I had the aha moments, I'll tell you all about it at the end of this video because it involves you, and I think you're gonna know about it. The other one is don't settle. That's a big one. That's a big one for me, and I want to spend a little time here because as as an as much of an overachiever that I am, someone that is always manifesting and always looking for the best and the greatest out of herself and others, I find that sometimes when I don't get what I want right away, I start to settle and I don't notice until I am in the thick of it. So I think I have shared here that I have been dating for a while. This year, I have been more intentional. I was dating last year, the year before. As I began my healing journey, I realized that I haven't been making dating or a relationship as a priority. And I have dated here and there. I was in a short relationship last year that it ended very for similar reasons, for the same thing, that one that I barely got started ended really quickly, like super quickly. And I realized that there were some blind spots. And like when you're doing, I don't know if you are in your healing journey, let me know in the comments if you are, but I have been on this very deep, very intentional healing journey. I'm talking about going to retreats to Bali. I'm talking about plant medicine ceremonies. And I just had another plant medicine with the plant I haven't done before. One of the big ones. I'll tell you about that soon. And soon within this video, don't worry. So uh, I realized this super quick thing. I don't even want to call it a relationship because it was like early stages, but it moved very quickly, just like the other one. And that is not my MO. I don't really enjoy that, but I have noticed that I have allowed others and myself, I gotta take responsibility because nobody forced me to do nothing, but I allow how I have been feeling and allow others to fast forward where my pace when it comes to this is to get to know people. That's how I make friends. I don't jump into friendship. Like I am all about, let me observe you, let me see how you act, let me see who you are, let me just watch you, and then we become friends. But in relationships, I have allowed like I just get excited, I get swept in with the whatever's going on, and I just find myself very deep in. But the funny thing is that I allow that to happen, but my feelings are in check. Like my heart, I'm open to love and to be in a relationship, but I'm not just falling in love with anybody. And I don't know if these people that I have connected with and that try to do this love bombing thing, or maybe they feel that, I don't know, I cannot judge them. Um, I wonder if they are protecting themselves, if they are waiting to get to know me and they're just going by what they see and what I say, and not to truly get to know me and see, am I who I say I am? And that's what I would do. That's what I do. And I don't know if that makes me more avoidant than I already am, or it just makes me cautious. I just think that falling in love is a big deal. So with this thing that just ended, I realized, okay, they were doing the love bombing. Why did I fall for that? One of the things that I always say is, well, I'm amazing, so why wouldn't they be all about me, right? That's what I always say. And that there's some truth to that, right? But also, why are they rushing? Why are they trying to just fast forward this process and not just go with the flow? Are they trying to get me to fall in love with them? So then once they show me who they really are, now they got me and I'm stuck. Is that what they're thinking? Or do they really, that's how they are and that's how they feel, and they just want to go and get the relationship at a place where just to get to places that they wouldn't, that it will take longer. It's almost like microwaving their way through the relationship. So I don't know, but what I notice is, okay, why am I allowing that? Am I feeling lonely? Sometimes, yes. Am I feeling like, oh my God, this feels great? But what I notice is it is a familiar pattern, something that I experienced growing up, where I received all these amazing love, but it was very conditional. If I didn't act the right way or if I didn't behave, it would be taken away almost immediately. And didn't feel so great. So I recognized that pattern. The other one was that I was not using my voice whenever something bothered me. I pride myself on being easygoing, and I am, because many things don't bother me, but the things that bother me, they really bother me, okay? So with this person, they did something 3 times. The first 2 times, I didn't really care that much because life happens, right? But then when it really mattered, right? They did it again. And then I was like, okay, I was able to look back and I'm like, oh my God, they have done this before. So I brought it up and I realized, don't wait until it becomes a thing. Even if it doesn't bother you now, you can say it. It helps you to be kinder. It helps you to have more patience and say, hey, I noticed this. What do you think? Or just bring it up, right? So just use your words early so you don't go all cat and Taurus on people, right? So that was incredible. And then noticing, where am I showing up not available? In what places do I have issues, or do I have trauma in terms of my confidence and how I see myself, right? Seeing that other person, they were, that's great. That's on them. I don't get to try to change them or rewrite what they did or explain. I'm not them. I am me. They showed up the way they showed up. What in me? What do they mirror in me? And I was like, oh, this is incredible. And And I realized, okay, we need to work on that. So immediately I got excited. And I think that's where, okay, we're going to go right into the next one. There's always another level of healing. So immediately I went into um, the other place of, I went into this other place of, oh my God, this is great for me. I'm going to go and talk to I have my own somatic therapist that I work with. I'm so excited to work with her. I'm going to see her on Friday. I'm so excited. So I went into all these great things, right? Um, but I was surprised that there was another level of healing. I'm like, I already did, I dealt with this. Like, we worked on this. I've done this before. I've journaled. I've gone through therapy. I've gone through somatic healing. I think I even done hypnosis. I have done hypnosis on this, but there's another level. There's always another level. So I thought, not that I thought that I had arrived, but I really thought that it was not an issue as much as of an issue as it still is. So I have been working on that already with the tools that I have, but just like everybody else, um, and I'm moving on to the next one, is healers need help too. And that is one of the things that I love working with healers, because we are making the world a better place. We are empaths, and we have so many gifts and talents that allow us to help them whatever you, and I call it healing. I don't know what you call it, whatever your superpower is, right? We all have our different ways of helping people. For me, it's helping people get in touch with their emotions, whatever is trapped in their body, and help them release it. Now, I am not as good at doing that for myself, because they are blind spots that I cannot see clearly, right? And it's always good to have support. So instead of me trying to heal myself in this area, they are people that I know, that I have worked with in the past, that I have access to, that I can say, hey, I need to book a session. Are you available? And that's what I did. And I have a session coming up. So if you're a healer, please know that it's totally okay to ask for help. It's totally okay to say, listen, I need some support, or I'm not doing so great, or what do you think about this? Like, those are things that I did after this thing kind of went south really quickly. It was not very dramatic, but it just went like poof, you know. I actually had several debriefs with different people, and they show me some of these blind spots, and I kind of fought it a little bit, and then I'm like, yeah, you're right, you know. Like, I had to marinate, I had to let it settle, and yes, um, so that I could do for others, but I also need support, and that is totally okay for me to do that. The other thing that doing those debriefings, somebody else said to me, my sister said, treat others the way you want to be treated. And that is so important. And oftentimes we have to put ourselves in their shoes. And that's kind of hard for me sometimes, because I am such a matter of fact kind of person. And if I haven't experienced something, it's kind of hard for me to see it. I always tell people, please just tell me if I did something, because sometimes I'm oblivious. I'm so excited. I am always moving and growing, and just go with the flow, right? And sometimes I gotta be, I even told someone once, just grab me by the hand and say, hey, cat, like, I'm trying to say something, because sometimes with the way that I am, I might miss it, and I don't mean to. So I get ahead of that and say, can you just, I might not hear you the first time, so just please help me hear you, kind of thing, right? And one of the big things that I notice is don't be such a happy chick. Now, I love how optimistic I am. I usually brag that I am the most optimistic person you're ever gonna meet. And I love that about myself. I think being optimistic is incredible. It helps me see the world with rose-colored glasses, and allows me to see the best in people. And it takes me a while to see some things, because I'm not looking for the negative. I'm looking for the positive. That is my default. But what happened with this was that I was bypassing feeling. And I noticed that I may have done that before. So this entire, for last week, this happened actually early last week. What I did, I went into happy. I went into, okay, oh my God, this is a blessing. He helped me see this, he helped me see that. And now I know I had this blind spot. But there was frustration. There was a little bit of anger. There was a little bit of like, how dare you, sir? You know? And I had to like be conscious about going back and saying, I'm annoyed about this. I wish that hadn't happened. Or I wish that he had said this instead of that kind of thing. So I'm like, I began to be introspective because I love creating systems. I love figuring out something happened. Okay, how do we prevent that from happening in the future? And I realized, okay, where have you bypassed feeling? Where have you bypassed um, expressing how you felt or exploring how that made you feel? And I realized that there have been many instances where I needed to actually sit down and feel, be angry, be upset, be pissed off. So for the last, I don't know, 6 days, I have been doing all of that. I have been journaling. I went to a breath work session. I went to kundalini yoga. I went to a sweat lodge. I did all the things I knew how to do to feel. And I got to tell you, it feels great. In the moment, it's like, it's a little indulgent even. And I wonder why I have shy away from that, because it's a beautiful practice. So as I was doing that, I realized, I began to tell other people, oh my God, this happened. And I found myself being, toxic positive in it, and now I feel better. And they're like, oh my God, I do that too. And the more people in my inner circle that I talked about it, the more people that said, I need that too. Or people that were talking about, hey, I have this issue, and I have gotten it checked out, and it's not. That happened yesterday. I actually went to lunch with two friends, and they were telling me, one of them was saying, I have this breathing issue, and they cannot figure out what's wrong with me. Everything is fine health wise, but I think it's emotional. And I'm like, oh my God, can it be this? And she's like, yes, 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 yes. So that was confirmation for me. And then I realized, okay, we need to do something about this. We need to do something. So what I created, because I'm the systems lady and I really love helping people, it's the clearing, where I am creating these amazing sessions that I'm gonna do every week until the end of the year. And I want us to look at different areas and feel the anger, and feel and go back and look for that old anger and have a safe space to heal it. These sessions are gonna be virtual. And because I know 2026 is gonna be the most incredible year yet, I just know that we cannot go into that year with all this old anger, with all of this resentment that is hiding, just waiting to be poked. Like, how they say, don't poke the bear? That's what happens when you have old anger and somebody pokes at the wrong thing, and people just go, roar, and they lose it. That's old anger. And maybe sometimes is lower back pain. It can feel as arthritis, breathing issues, shoulder issues, all anger, old anger. And you don't have to live with that. Like, I am releasing it, and I'm finding ways, and I'm walking, and I'm being speaking out loud. And I danced the other day. Oh my God, I danced so much. I moved so much energy. And I was like, this feels good. Feeling angry, it's good with a purpose when you know how to do it. So I am going to walk you through this process. So if you're ready, my friend, the clearing starts in the next couple of days, depending on where you're watching this. You are going to have access. I am going to record every single session, so you'll have access. And I made it pay what you can. I don't want, because I know the holidays are coming, and you might be feeling like, oh my God, this is another thing that I'm invested in. I don't want that to be a deterrent. And I want to make it stupid easy for you. I want to make it for you to be like, okay, I like Kat. I like the way she teaches. I've been looking to take one of her classes. Or maybe you're brand new to me and you're like, okay, I like the way this chick is talking. I like her sweater. It's kind of cool. But I don't know much about her. I just want to get a taste. And you don't want to probably invest as much as my programs cost. Totally understandable. So this is the best way to get to know how I help others, and if you like my style. So pay what you can. You can come for one of the sessions, or you can come for all of them. There is a pass where you can buy all of them, and that's also pay what you can. You get all the recordings, and also I will be running Q&A sessions later in the week. So we'll do this every Friday till the end of the year, because I want us to go into 2026 with the most amazing experiences, with the most amazing space to receive all that's coming. And the way we make space is by releasing all the toxic anger that's been festering there, waiting to be felt, waiting to be expressed, waiting to be released. And that's what the clearing is all about. Just to give you a taste, the first one that we're going to do, let me see if I can pull it up here. The first one that we're doing is, this is my favorite. The first fire is releasing anger around parents and upbringing. Woo! We're starting deep, okay? Deep from the beginning. We're going right in for that. The sessions are at 7 p.m. Eastern time. If you're watching this and they have already happened, you can watch the replay whenever you want to. About 2 o'clock in the morning when you find this, you'll have access and you can watch all of them. So, my friend, you don't have to go into the new year or whenever you're watching this. You don't have to live with that anger and resentment. You don't have to be someone that's pokeable and explodes whenever something small happens. My sister and I call it dropping the napkin. You know how somebody does all kinds of things to you, but the one day they do something small as just dropping a napkin and the person loses it. It's never about the napkin. It's about the other 10,000 things that happened that went unsaid, unnoticed, unaccounted for. And we don't want to be detonated. We don't want to be people that are volatile and not safe. We want to be people that are open and happy and excited. And we, in order to do that, we need to feel, we need to express, we need to show up, and we need to be real. And the way we're real is by using our words, working on our shadow, and getting help when we need it. So hopefully me being transparent helps you realize that no matter how much work you have done, there's always another level, and that you can ask for help. That you don't have to perform surgery on yourself. I don't do that either, okay? I go and get help from somebody else. So the clearing is available. The link is gonna be right here in the description. Grab it. I'm telling you, I'm seeing already how much transformation and how much better I feel when I express my frustration and my anger about this last situation. And now it's like, I can thank this person. But first, I need to be mad. I need to be, oh, I'm so aggravated with the way you handled X, Y, and Z. And now I can send that person so much love and hope that they are well and that they do the whatever work they choose to do, that they do it. And that they go on and do amazing things somewhere else. Let me know what part of this video resonated with you. And let me know if you end up getting the clearing any of the clearing sessions. Let me know, because I think it will be incredible. So thanks so much for watching. Please know that I love you, that I'm rooting for you, and I'm going to see you super duper soon.